A week ago, I reviewed the film Step Up, and afterwards, I did reviews of its two sequels. But I had forgotten or was not aware there were two other films that were made. So let's continue to get into the world of Step Up as I review Step Up Revolution. Bad Days Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2012 dance flick Step Up Revolution, released by Summit Entertainment through Lionsgate, this being their first without Disney and their Touchstone subsidiary. And directed by Scott Speer in his feature film directorial debut. This is the fourth installment of the Step Up film series, and is actually a continuation after the previous film, Step Up 3D, and was presented in 3D. Anyway, the film stars Ryan Guzman, Kathryn McCormick, Misha Gabriel, Cleopatra Coleman, Stephen Twitch Boss, Tommy Dewey, and Peter Gallagher. Anyway, this film was released in July of 2012 and would do pretty well. It was modestly, well, big here, but it did better overseas, though. As in some countries, the film was known as Step Up for Miami Heat. Now, I've watched all the films, and I thought this was good. Now, before I go into the story, if you haven't seen my reviews of the first three Step Up films, I advise you to click on that card right there, and it'll take you to the playlist so you can catch what you might have missed or see it again. Well, see them again if you like, before I get into the story. Yeah, okay. That'll do it. Now then, on with the story. In Miami, Florida, a flash mob, later identified as the mob, shuts down Ocean Drive briefly by cutting off the streets with retro convertibles and dancing on cars to music blasted by DJ Penelope. A few hours later, Sean Asa, Eddie, and Jason Harrelson, leaders of the mob, watch their latest flash mob air on the television news in a restaurant kitchen of the Demont Hotel where they work as waiters. A few complain about their public disturbance while others praise it. After they get off work, they sneak into the hotel's beach club claiming to be guests, not employees. Meanwhile, across the club at the bar, Emily Anderson tries to get a bartender's attention but ends up preparing her own beer. Sean, who is immediately smitten by her, asks for a beer, with Emily telling him it's on the house, then heads down to the beach to dance, resulting in a dance battle between the two, but ending with Emily suddenly running off when she sees one of her dad's business partners trip. The next day, Emily and her father, William Anderson, or Bill, argue over breakfast at the hotel. Sean, their waiter, immediately recognizes her, but Emily accidentally spills orange juice, and Sean helps clean it up, then leaves to fetch her another juice. While he's gone, Emily continues to argue with her father before storming off. Sean later finds her in the hotel's ballroom, where Emily begins a fast contemporary dance, oblivious to Sean's presence. After Emily notices Sean and warms up to him, she explains to him that she's trying to nail an audition for the prestigious Wynwood Dance Academy company. Sean advises her to incorporate faster, more interesting moves, but Emily declines, saying that there are rules. Sean in turn tells her to break them, giving her an address and telling her to come there. Emily does and finds herself at the Miami Museum of Fine Arts, where the paintings and statues come to life, which is the work of the mob, telling her to attend, and Sean basically reveals to her his participation in the mob. The next day, Emily persuades Sean to let her take part in their next flash mob, which is scheduled to hit a restaurant the following week. Eddie immediately dislikes Emily, giving her the lead to test her. Sean then introduces her to the gang where she meets Eddie, Penelope, Jason, and Mercury, who never talks. Sean also explains that they are trying to win a contest through YouTube by getting 10 million hits on the site. The flash mob goes well, and Eddie admits that Emily did great. The two then celebrate at Ricky's, where Sean and Emily salsa together, much to everyone's delight. Sean and Emily then sneak onto a boat and sail down the river. There, they bond over their mothers, both not being a part of their lives, and they kiss and sleep on the boat until morning. When they hurry back to Ricky's, which turns out to be owned by Sean's uncle Ricky, he reveals to them that Emily's dad, a building tycoon, is planning to develop the Strip, destroying Ricky's bar, Sean's home, Sean's sister's home and workplace, and many other things. Enraged, Emily storms off to talk to her father, with Sean following behind her. Emily wants to tell the mob who her dad is, but is reluctantly convinced by Sean not to, and instead finds out from her dad that there will be a meeting to determine whether the project to develop the strip goes through or not. Emily convinces the rest of the mob to protest the plans. Their dance is a huge hit, gaining the group over 1 million more views. Eddie finds out that Emily is William's daughter through watching a tape of Sean and Emily rehearsing where she reveals the truth. Without knowing that they are being recorded, enraged, he reveals Emily's complicity with the mob to William through a protest flash mob. This ruins everything when Emily feels betrayed by Sean and he gets arrested for saving Eddie after a fight between the two. Now for the ending. You know the procedure. 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below. If you've seen the movie already, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. Emily had rehearsed her Winwood audition piece as a duet with Sean, but now that she and Sean are estranged, Emily no longer has him as a dance partner. Instead, she adapts the piece, dancing it as a solo performance. The result falls flat and she fails her audition for the troupe. Sean finally meets Emily, still hurting from the humiliation, and tells him she is going back to work for her dad. For a promise she made with her dad that if she did not become a professional dancer by the end of the summer, that she would work with him back in Cleveland. After Sean and Eddie were sent to jail for being caught in the flash mob, Ricky bails them out. Sean ends his friendship with Eddie for destroying his relationship with Emily, knowing how much of a grudge he holds towards her father for firing him. Getting a pep talk from Ricky, Eddie and Sean make up for the wrongdoings they both made on each other. Together with the mob again, they plan one more performance, no longer a contest, but a voice to be heard. The final flash mob is aimed at the development's public announcement with the help of members from the House of Pirates, including Moose, Vlad, Hare, and Jenny Keto. Sean and Emily then perform the original audition piece. Seeing his daughter so happy, William decides to build the community up rather than tear it down. Reconciled, Sean and Emily kiss passionately and make up. And Sean and Eddie make a deal with the owner of the marketing firm that represents Nike for the mob to dance in their commercials. End of story. So, what did I think of Step Up Revolution? Well, I will say it's pretty good. I mean, it almost is as good as the last one in ways, but it does have its moments though. Now, like the last film did, it got mixed reviews from everyone. According to Rotten Tomatoes, they say it treads a familiar territory by surrounding its lively and kinetic dance sequences with a predictably generic story. Sure, the story is pretty generic and what have you, but overall, it has some pretty fun dance sequences, so I really liked it. The music, the score was done by Aaron Zigman, and it wasn't too bad. The soundtrack had become a pretty big what have you, as it had songs from J-Lo and Fergie and Timbaland. Yeah. So, and the album was pretty modest, though, and what have you. So, anyway, so the soundtrack wasn't too bad. And the film was filmed in native slash true 3D without post production conversion using Red Epic cameras. Yeah, really something. And lots of other things as well. Now, as for our cast, Ryan Guzman plays Sean, and he did pretty good. Kathryn McCormick played Emily. She was good. Misha Gabriel plays Eddie. Pretty good. Peter Gallagher plays William. Stephen Twitch, Boss, who was in the last film, returns as Jason Hardlerson. Of course, he was a member of the Pirates. We have Cleopatra Coleman as DJ Penelope, not bad. M. Savani, played Moose again from the previous film. Of course, he makes a cameo, as did Chad, Mad Chad Smith as Vlad, who also has a cameo. Yeah. And many others and what have you. So anyway, Step Up Revolution, I'm going to say it wasn't too bad. I did like how they did that, all the their cool stuff and what have you to be put on YouTube. That was really good in ways. But anyway, pretty awesome. Anyway, the film made 140 million worldwide and is the third overall successful film behind the last film and the second film. Now, however, the film only managed to make 35 million here in the US, while it made 105 million overseas. But nevertheless, Step Up Revolution wasn't too bad. So overall, would I recommend it? Well, only if you're a hardcore completionist, give it a one-time watch if you're into this. That's all I can tell you. Yeah. Anyway, there would be one more flick that came out, and that's Step Up All In, which will come out 2 years later. But however, unfortunately, it didn't make as much, though, as the other four. But I'll talk about that when I get to it. So anyway, what did you think of Step Up Revolution? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And join me next time when I bring to you my review of, well, Step Up All In. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, check out these other films with some cool music and good choreography. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of In the Heights. The upper right-hand corner is my review of Dirty Dancing. And the bottom left-hand corner is my re-review of one of my favorite movie musicals, Grease, which I did in memoriam to Olivia Newton-John, whom we sadly lost last year. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.